may I say how greatly I shall prize the beautiful pair of tea caddies of Battersea enamel. London has for centuries been famed for her craftsmen, and I feel it is most appropriate that your lovely gift should have been fashioned within her boundaries. Many have spoken here before me of the great history of this city of London, which has contributed so much, both of power and of colour, to the advancement of civilization throughout the world. I will not follow their example, but content myself with saying that I am confident that the years to come will bring new achievements worthy of your great traditions. It is, however, to the trials and the accomplishments of the immediate past that my thoughts turn today. In our lifetime, this capital city has suffered grievous destruction, to an extent undreamed of since the Great Fire of 1666. These scars will be forgotten, but what can never be forgotten are the heroism, the endurance, and the stubborn cheerfulness of the people of London, and their determination never to give in under their terrible ordeal. All of us to whom London means home, and especially, I'm sure, you, my Lord Mayor, in the noble and ancient office that you hold, must find pride in the progress of reconstruction which we see around us. Slowly but surely, the wounds and scars which were inflicted in the war are being healed, and London is assuming again her fair mantle of dignity and grace. I am delighted that during the next year, this building in which we stand, which holds us with the spell of centuries of living history, will itself be restored once more to the fullness of its ancient glory. But it is not in bricks and mortar alone that the work of rebuilding is apparent. I hear on all sides of new projects, new endeavours, which are being devised by those who work in the square mile of the city. I am convinced that this generation will bring to the world of commerce and of trade the same vision and spirit of adventure which have inspired our merchants for almost 1,000 years, the same forthright honesty which has made an Englishman's word accepted as his bond, and the same loyalty and courage which have contributed in so large a measure to create and ennoble our Commonwealth and Empire. I have been greatly moved by your references to the journeys I made to the realms and colonies beyond the seas. They have been immensely heartening and inspiring experiences. They have brought a rich diversity of new friendships and a profound sense of the strength of those loyalties which unite the British people throughout the world. The tour of southern Rhodesia, which Princess Margaret and I made during the summer, was the latest, but I very much hope not the last of such visits. It was deeply impressive to see the huge developments which had taken place since our last visit there in 1947, and which were reflected in the wonderful exhibition which I opened at Bowes-Lyon. By their participation in this venture, all the powers interested in Africa showed most clearly their confidence in the important role which Central Africa is destined to play in the future of the whole continent. I join with you in the good wishes you have voiced to the new Central African Federation and to all its inhabitants. I think nothing could have given greater happiness to Cecil Rhodes than to know that his dream of a new nation dedicated to to the freedom and the generous tolerance of the British way of life is now to come true in the lands that bear his name. Nearly 200 years ago,